In this category, this is the category that the sinful Muslims fall in. The sinful Muslim falls in. Let me give an example. Hold on for a second. As usual, when I'm teaching, this phone rings. Cut off the phone. I meant to cut it off. Let me give an example. Say, for example, your Muslim sister in Islam. Your sister in Islam, she's got a problem. She refuses to wear a hijab. She believes in Allah. She believes in the last day. But she refuses to wear a hijab. She just hasn't gotten it yet. She just doesn't get it that this is a part of faith. In this situation, this is a person who we have allegiance to on one hand, but we show enmity to her on another hand. In other words, she's my sister in Islam. But I hate the fact that she doesn't obey Allah and cover up. So I'm going to show enmity to her on one hand, but I'm not going to totally cut her off. Instead, what I'm going to do is my relationship with her is going to involve me advising her. Whenever I come around her, I'm going to advise her and remind her that she should be wearing a hijab. Does everybody understand what I'm saying here? She's not a person I'm going to hang out with. I'm not going to take her as a close, intimate friend. But instead, when I do come upon her, I will advise her and remind her to enjoin the good and forbid the evil. So this is the third category. And again, these are people whom you show allegiance to on one angle, but enmity to on another. So you tell her, Sister Mariam, I love you for the sake of Allah, because you are my Muslim sister, because you do believe in Allah, you do believe in the last day. But sister, I cannot hang out with you. I cannot be your buddy and then we go shopping together because you refuse to cover up. And I don't want the wrath of Allah to come down on me too. So, sister, I love you for the sake of Allah, and that is why I'm advising you that you need to obey Allah and cover. Until you do that, I'm not going to hang out with you. But I'll help you if you need help. If you need money from me, I'll give it to you. If you need my assistance in anything, I'll help you. But as far as being a close person to hang out with, I can't do that. Everybody understand? This is the sinners. These are the Muslims who sin. Or say, for example, there's a brother that you know, your brother in Islam, he's fornicating. Okay? So you tell him, hey dude, you my brother, and I love you for the sake of Allah. If you need some money, I'll give it to you. You need me to help you move, I'll help you move. But I cannot hang out with you, dude, till you stop all that fornicating that you're doing. Because this is a major sin, and I don't want Allah's wrath on me. I'll give you some bills, but I ain't coming over there to chill with you, because I don't want the wrath of Allah on me. So these are the people that we have love and allegiance to from one angle, and we have enmity towards on another. So those are the three categories. The three categories that people fall in. And for every person that you meet, guys, you should ask them. Ask yourself, what category is this? For example, look at your parents. Your parents, they're people that you have allegiance to on one hand too because of that love. They're your parents. I love you because you're my father and my mother, so I'm going to respect you. I'm going to help you. But I'm not going to put you over the Muslims. Okay? So thus, guys, allegiance and separation must be made for Allah. And hate for the sake of Allah makes an alliance for the sake of Allah, has indeed traversed the path by which he will attain closeness to Allah. As for those peoples whose alliance, separation, love, and hate is based on their own desires, then these people do not make no points with Allah at all. Okay? And this is why the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in an authentic hadith, whoever shows enmity to a friend of mine, I have declared war against him. Whoever shows enmity to a friend of mine, I have declared war against him. And this is why we have to be careful as Muslims how we treat other Muslims. Because if you want to sit there and hate on another Muslim who follows the Sunnah, upholds the Sunnah, protects the Sunnah, subhanAllah, this is something wrong. Also, Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning, you will not find a people who believe in Allah on the last day making friendships with those who oppose Allah and His Messenger. Okay? And also Allah tells us again in the interpretation of the meaning, O you who believe, do not take my enemies and your enemies as friends, showing affection towards them while they have disbelieved in what has come of truth. So again, guys, think about these verses. The next time you want to hang out with your Kafir friends, the next time you sit up and say, I think my Kafir friends are good people, think about those verses of the Quran. You should never put them before Allah, before His book, or before the Muslims.